This is why you should always keep your phone charged. A girl named Marissa came home from school at around 3 p.m. She walked in the door and told her mom that some random number kept calling her all day. Her mom told her the person may have the wrong number and just to ignore it. Marissa said okay and begins to do her homework. A couple hours later, she receives a phone call from the same number. Marissa answers it this time and says, "Hello?" The man then says, "We finally found you. Don't worry, bunny." Marissa begins to panic and tells her mom what just happened. Her mom's face goes blank and says, "What did the man just call you?" Marissa says, "He called me bunny." Her mom yells and says, "Grab your stuff, we need to leave." Marissa, confused, packs her things and gets into the red car. Her mom begins driving fast and turns on the radio. The radio says, "The baby named Marissa who was kidnapped in the hospital 10 years ago has been found and police are searching for a red car." Marissa looks at the woman and says, "Who are you?" The woman looks back and says, "You can call me mommy." This is why you should always know your mom's voice. A young girl named Casey is playing in her bedroom and folding some clothes. As she's playing in her room, she starts hearing plates being thrown around in the kitchen. Her not thinking anything of it continues to play. She then hears her mother call her name from the kitchen. Casey responds, "Coming," and begins walking down the hallway. As she is walking down the hallway, a hand pops out of the closet and grabs her. The hand pulls her in and Casey looks and it's her mother. She pulls Casey close and whispers in her ear, "Don't go in the kitchen, I heard it too." If you guys want to see more stories like this, make sure to like and follow. This is why you should always keep pictures of your parents. A little girl named Olivia who lived a very quiet life decided to check her homework assignments that were posted online. The teacher posted that they needed to write down their favorite memory with their family as well as bring a photograph. Olivia then writes about how her and her mom play dolls every night in the basement before bed and that she has a lot of fun doing so. She finishes her paragraph and then looks in her dad's drawer for a photograph of mom. She only found pictures of her mom from high school but decided to use it anyway. Olivia goes to bed and wakes up the next morning. Once she arrives at school, the teacher then says, "Let's start presenting our project." Then the teacher called Olivia's name to present. Olivia then begins to read about how her and her mom play dolls every night and then pulls out the photograph. As soon as Olivia pulled out the photograph, her teacher's face goes numb. She then asks Olivia if she can take a closer look at the photograph. She then recognized her mom as one of her previous students. Then the teacher asks, "Where did you get this photo?" Olivia says, "My dad keeps them in his drawer." The teacher, shocked, sits down Olivia and pulls out an old newspaper. The newspaper headline, "Local high school teen murdered, boyfriend gone missing." The teacher then looks at Olivia and says, "Your mom has been dead for 14 years.
Alright, let's talk about Smile Dog. Smile Dog is apparently a cursed image that has been going around the internet for quite some time now. This dog apparently takes the form of a Siberian Husky smiling a little too wide. It's also said if you don't spread this dog's image over the internet after seeing it, you will die. Some people have reported after not sharing the photo, the Siberian Husky shapeshifts into their room as this demon dog here. This dog will sadistically torture you until you share the image, and if you don't, he will kill you. Some even say they'll see Smile Dog in the bushes, watching them as they're walking home or walking to their car. So, what do you guys think about Smile Dog and his cursed image?
Here's a story proving that sometimes not everything is as it seems. So a man's wife was pissed off at him all day and he just could not figure out the reasoning why. She walked up to him and said, "Are you forgetting something?" And he was like, "No, I don't think I am." But then he realized he had forgot their anniversary. So at about 10 o'clock, the man decided to go to the store to go pick up a couple things to surprise her with, and he had to walk across this old suspension bridge. He walked across the bridge and walked back at around 10:30-ish. Then he got back to the house and he tried to talk to his wife, but she was just ignoring him, and he would keep trying to talk to her, but she would not answer anything he said. A couple hours went by, and then the husband realized the wife was sitting in front of the TV crying hysterically for some reason. He looked at the TV and he saw that the old suspension bridge that he walked across had fallen down and thousands of people had died that were on the bridge. The man then thought to himself, like, "Oh my goodness, I dodged a bullet on this one." But then he realized why his wife was crying. The bridge had broken at 10:30 while he was walking across, which means he had died on the bridge and now he was a ghost.